Gee, Rain, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
The Pinky and the Brain.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome on in. Hello, everybody. Exclamation mark play. Is the bot actually giving shoutouts now? No, it's not. I was having a little think then, but it's not. Thank you, Zanatra. It's like, oh my god, it's actually doing what it's supposed to. Wait. Oh, okay. I didn't switch on one of my lights. There we are. No, I didn't see the all commands above. And I was like, wait, it's actually doing what it's supposed to be doing? No, of course not. Of course it isn't. Don't be silly. No, they're aware that it doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't do the shout out. So they're working on it. So I'm leaving it as it is until I get confirmation one way or the other, and then we'll work it out from there. Good evening, everybody. How was your Thursday? Feels like a Friday, but it is a Thursday. Hello, Kaz. Boogar. Good evening, sir. Stoffel. Unknown Origin. Grim Idol. Zalatra. Geth. Good evening, good evening. Lord Warlock. Welcome back. Facewolf. Hello, James. Good evening to you, Mother. Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing? So I wanted to get started. Well, we are doing some null circle activity today, but there is something I just thought was quite interesting to start off with. I noticed on the launcher there was a article, and I was like, oh, that's quite cool. So there's this article on a more inclusive New Eden. Okay, so I was like, okay, that's. I wonder what all that's about. Let's have a little look. Let's see what it's all about. And it's about the relationship between male, female, non-binary gamers, etc. Between them. So they had about 8,800 respondents, and 89.3% of them are male, which doesn't which is slightly surprising in the sense that I expected to be a little bit more female than that, but it is what it is. I was looking through all of this, looking through all the information that was available. And then I came across this one. Preferred playstyle. I prefer PvE. 47, 44 and 42% of players prefer PvE. Another chunk, just a slightly smaller chunk, prefer both. Equally. And only less than half the amount that just prefer PvE prefer PvP. I just think that's quite interesting. For all the people that go, oh, PvP is the backbone of the game. Actually, the stats say something different. The stats say PvE is the way that people like to play for the most part. Also thought this one was quite interesting. Is your main character the same gender as your gender? 80% of the respondents said yes. So only 20% of the respondents said no. Which is interesting, because mine's the other way around. Bernard, thank you very much for the 3-stream streak, and Grim Idol, thank you very much for the 7-stream streak. Welcome on in. Good to have you. Okay, I'm looking at a different screen. But I just thought that was quite interesting. I thought that was... because I filled this in. I don't know if I'm one of these respondents. I'm guessing I did. But I thought that was quite interesting. Appealing aspect. A lot of people like the social interaction on Eve. Lore and storyline. Not so much. Role-playing. A little. Corporation alliance management. Unsurprisingly. Not very much. Aesthetic customization. 9% for guys, 16% for women. That sounds about right. But yeah, I just thought that was quite an interesting bit to read about. And a lot more women prefer group flying as part of a fleet than solo and the other two groups. Just, again, quite interesting. Another one is, as well, has joined a fleet. 98.8% of men have joined a fleet. While only 92% of women and non-binaries have joined a fleet. I do like looking at this, well, this sort of information. I think it has an interesting, a bit more of an interesting dynamic. Anyway, enough of me wittering on. Not what is non-binary. Doesn't identify as either male or female. How many bots? Well, considering it would have, well, none in that scenario, because that was actually a questionnaire, and unless bots have an idea of what the answer is going to be, they can't fill it in. So, none bots in there. Rogue drones. That's true. Right. We are going to get out about in nullsec today. Do we have anybody that's particularly interested in joining up for some combat sites? Sniper's words of wisdom. Have I experienced only girl syndrome? No. Nope. Because I am not a girl, so I can't have experienced only girl syndrome. on-call for work things, that's alright. We have job clones. We'll go out and do some Explo tonight then. Let's have a quick look at what is kicking out and about. There are no metal or storms. Don't know why we've got that one selected now. We can see who's out and about doing some scanning and other bits and pieces. We're going to go over there. Right, dummy sucker pacifier. Board ship. Make a bit more room in there. I don't know what that. I'm not gonna look at these. I'm gonna wait until after the stream to look at them and see what people have clipped. Just cause. Do I have anything? Why are you saying I've got stuff in my item hanger then? Oh, it's just the fact that it's open. Okay, it's the fact that it's open. Right. Exclamation mark play if you wish to get to 30 marbles giveaway. I did switch clones, yeah. I've got my scanning clone out. With the virtue implants and the black glass. There are other implants I can put in, but I'm not worrying about that one. That triggers it for some reason. Ah, okay. It shows however many new items you have as you... Okay, fair enough. It's a bit weird. Bit strange. No matters. We'll be alright. Right. Oh, hang on. Need to check. Yeah, nothing in it. Cool. That's fair enough. Rather weird, but we'll live with it. We'll stop slowing things down a little bit. Right, but how is everybody's Thursday gone? Mine seems to have been a bit weird. Don't know. Feels like a very weird day. Tomorrow, my wife's having a small operation. Only a day thing. Nothing particularly grand. But, so I've got half day tomorrow. So I'm going to have a bit of time in the afternoon to sort of... After I picked her up and brought her back, she'll be fine. It's not the first time that she had this procedure. She's had it a few times before. So we'll be fine. Thank you, Bernard. Lots of people in here. That's okay. We've completed the air goal of 3 jumps. That's good to know. 50 LP for a corporation. I'll do a mission later. That'll be enough to get the dailies done on everybody. Right, so we're going to be doing a bit of Explo today. Going to go out and get some exploration done. Fill the coffers up a little bit. If there's anything like last time, we'll get an extra billion-isk or so. That hopefully I'll get some escalations this time. No escalations at all last time I did this. So it was a bit meh. What's everybody else up to this evening? What's everybody else's plans? Buddy of 30 years just got diagnosis after several years of fighting with the doctors and put on medications recently approved. Condition that affects 1 in a million people. Bloody hell. Crazy it taking them this long to actually get identified. Waking up, says Lord Warlock, and fitting an orca. Nice, Geth. That's kind of cool. You always remember your first orca. I mean, you probably don't. But... if he'd done his own research, he'd be dead by now. Oof. Sorry, I had to type. There's only we and one other person in local right now. So I said I had to say hi. But that's crazy. The fact that somebody had to go, you had to go like, are you sure it's not this? Are you sure you're sure it's not this? What region of Nullsec am I in? I am in Scalding Pass. I think that narrows it down not too much. I live in Innsmouth, but I'm not in Innsmouth. So this is a pacifier. Pacifiers are actually quite an interesting ship to fly, as they can do quite a bit of different things. So the pacifier sits here under Concord. It's the covert ops ship for each of the individual factions. And it has a good mix of stuff. Risty! Hello, Mr. Risty. I need some more research in covert ops. Oh.
Risty 1627 raided with 25 viewers.
Thank you very much, Mr. Risty. How are you? But yeah, this ship can do quite a few different things. It's not just... it's not just a one-size-fits-all ship. What we fitted it for, on the other hand, is we fitted it for exploration. Had better days, but stream picked me up. Stream people have a good habit of doing that. It is the main reason I stream. It's also found by the Wormhole Police as a ship of choice. Hopefully they'll leave me alone then. And also in the fact that I'm not in Wormhole space. That's usually a good start as well. They'll never catch me. Thank you very much, Risty. Appreciate you being here there, buddy. Yeah, I also run it. I usually run it in. I use it in HiSec for the Epic Arc for Sisters of Eve. Because you can get it to go really fast in warp speed, and that helps keep that whole arc really nice and low. Exclamation mark play though, get yourselves into the giveaway. We've been streaming for nearly half an hour, so we will be doing the draw very soon for the marbles. I'm going to find a station to dock up in when we get to other side. Like this one.
Warp drive active.
I got to the end of where I wanted to go. Yeah, did. Massey, welcome on in. Exclamation mark play, everybody. Get yourselves into the giveaway. Marbles is ready to go. We're going to go and dock up in this massive Oosterhaus. Oosterhaus.
Docking request accepted.
Oosterhaus. One of those. There we go. So we can do the marbles. Nigel, welcome on in. Exclamation mark play, get yourselves in. We're going to scoot on over to the marbles before.
I have come here to
Jester.
chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Adverts have ended.
There we go. Exclamation mark play. Get yourselves into the marbles giveaway. I'm going to go over to the marbles right now. There we go. Stoffel starting the Tangier dungeon just in time. Right, we are in Mountain Mingle today. I haven't done this one in a while. Down through the bits, through the danglies. Oh yes, we have some danglies here. Giggity. Up a couple of elevators, with a split, up a couple of elevators. One side has bubbles, the other side has bumps. Then down through the spirals, into the funnels, along down the wiggity track, back through this way. If you're lucky, you get pushed forward, bounce off the top of the lift, down through the bubbles to a shortcut. Otherwise, you end up following gravity down through the spinner, spinning the roller, and down through this area, into this spinner, up the elevator, and then following the rest of the track. So there is a shortcut. Does anybody take the shortcut? That is the important thing. Exclamation mark play, get yourselves in. You've got 60 seconds to get yourselves in. Spin on the wheel for first. Every 10th place wins 50 million ISK, and last place finisher will win a Master of Time Cerebral Accelerator. As we have many to give away. I also added some, I went through and added some nice looking dungeon style things to the Tangier, so they might get some different backgrounds that we don't normally get. I haven't added any armor or anything yet, but I did add some bits and pieces. I'll go through at a later date and add some like new enemy, new boss fights and things like that to do. Just because. But exclamation mark pair, you got 10 seconds to go before we draw, before the race starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Let's go. Everyone's rolling forward, dropping into the tray. Warlock Eves is the last one to drop. That doesn't necessarily mean they'll be the last. Still a prize-winning position even if they do finish last. Up the elevators on the other side. Bernard at the top first. Bernard down first. Even in marbles. Even with a marbles race, it's rigged. Lord Warlock, even Boogar are the last ones out of the elevators on either side of the track, but that's good. Bernard and Nurgel find the danglies. They're having a little fight through the danglies to see if they can get through first. J.M. Wilder gets a nice little run through and it actually takes the lead. Who gets up to the elevators first is a good question. We'll keep an eye on the track this side and that side. Nurgel looks like they're out. So is Rocco, Alchemist. We've also got Piopa, Bernard, J.M. Wilder's Nibas, Massey, Kemfin. I don't know if the bumps or the bobbles are faster, but it'll be interesting to see. Then down into the spirals they go. Rocco's there, Nurgel, Piopa, Bernard, Alchemist, J.M. Wilder, Nibas. Closely followed by Massey, Kemfin, Rocco, Zlatra, Stoffel, Geth, Bibalinga, Phasewolf. Kangaroo is currently looking at last place finish at the moment, but it could all change. Kangaroo could take the shortcut. Who knows? If they get pushed out of the spinner correctly, it'll change. All change. Rolling down through. Rocco's there. Here comes Rocco bouncing into the spinners. Oh, gets trucked around a little bit. Everybody else is going to pile in and join him now. Anybody going to take the shortcut? Anybody going to get pushed out fast enough? Rocco's trying for it. He bounces, but he bounces off the side. Unlucky Rocco. No joy for you. Almost. You almost had it. You just didn't bounce quite in the right direction. Nope. No one's taking it. But Piopa is now into the final stretch over the bubbles. Over the bumps. Does he get collected by one of the little buckets? Nope, he doesn't. And he's finished. Congratulations, Piopa. You are in first place. Good job. Spin on the wheel goes to you. Right, let's wait for 10th place to finish. 10th place is going to go to Bibalingo. Bibba, congratulations. 10th place is to you. 20th and 21st are our 2 prize winning positions. It looks like... It looks to me like Mother Quokka got 20th. Kangaroo just needs to finish to get 21st. And Master Arms Cerebral Accelerator. We'll confirm those numbers in a second. Could be wrong. Final results are in. Piopa! Congratulations! You're first place winner. You are first place, and you win you win a spin on the wheel. Exclamation mark IGN for me, please. Bibalinga in 10th place. IGN from you too. 20th place goes to Mother Quokka. IGN. And Kangaroo. Final finisher. Also your IGN, please. Thank you very much, folks. More money to buy boosters with. There it is. If that's what you want to do. Right, contracts. Great contract. Yopa. Select G-Tar. We're going to head to the giveaway wheel. There we go. It's on the screen. Let's give it a spin and see what you win. Looks like I practiced this. Go on and go on. Welcome on in. We're an hour ahead of me, so it's technically still evening for you, but we'll go with that. Omen Navy issue Piopa. Congratulations. And has been a Sniper Quiz stream giveaway. Contract is up for a week. Ship is in Jita. Enjoy yourself flying that one. We also... Kangaroo is last place. Yep. So, Kangaroo, you win. I will do the contract for the Master Arms Cerebral Accelerator for you. Move that to E Online for a second. There we go. M for Master. Select it. Split the stack 33 away. There we go. 1 to give out on the contract. There we are. 1 Master at Arms Cerebral Accelerator for you, Cam. Enjoy that one. There we go. It's the contract. There you go. That's the Airman Navy. It's a little bit more slimline, but a lot of the Amar ships have the beak at the front. It's definitely a thing. Charlene, you are in there. Give money, 50 money and an ESC to you. Congratulations. That has been a Sniper Striz Cream giveaway. Yes, that. And then finally, Mother Quokka. Give money, 50 mil in ESC. That's also been a Sniper Quiz stream giveaway. There we go. Bills are all paid. Enjoy that. We'll be back again with some marbles later on in the game. For now, I will close the marbles so they don't cause any crashes. And we'll head back over to our null tune now that we're deep in space. Someone's having a chat. Okay, somebody wanted to chat, but it's fine. He's looking for something different or what we're looking for. Right, everyone, enjoy. Right, let's get on with the actual... Actually been working on getting one of those BY implant things that extend booster duration. That helps a lot. It does. Yeah, 10% of your booster duration is a good place to be. Right, let's launch probes. So I'm going to scan, and let's scan the system and work our way onto it. Forgive the OPSEC, we are just hiding what we're looking for at the moment. If I find any gas sites, I'm going to... Dungeons. Right. I'm going to give it a bit of a scan. Nothing close at the moment. I think we'll go out to 2 and see what we can find. See, the boss is in hiding again, is he? Yeah, I don't know what... I didn't see that... I didn't see what that was all about, but I'm guessing it's something to do with it. Okay, I've got something on scanner. Still down the pub. Nice. I think I was around 7:50 my time just before the end of stream last night when we did it, so we can check 24 hours thing at the end of the night. That's fair enough. Well, we found a relic site already. That's a good start. Oh, poop. 8 billion profits trading since Monday. Nice. Oh, I left the play up. My apologies, Booger. There we go. That's hard. That's hardly acceptable, is it? Confusing everyone like that. Thought we were getting an extra one. Maybe if it's a certain set of emails come through, maybe. Just saying. Not holding my breath for it until at least next week. Selling all the... Yeah, Bernard makes all of his monies from just selling stuff. Winning things in people's streams. I know Captain Riker and Alchemist do here. It's hard to keep those separated, but I do try. I think we've got any scanning boosters. I would be interested to see if I could like pull all. Can I pull all of my sales data? Not all my orders, like my actual transactions. No, I can't. I'd love it if I could pull my entire history of transactions and see who I'd given away most stuff to. I suppose it might be in the API, but it would be interesting to see if that was possible. Good morning, Joe. Good to see you, buddy. And can buy the API. Nice. That'll be interesting to see if I could. No worries, Joe. Thank you very much for the luck, buddy. Yeah, I definitely won't be able to do it by entrance because I'm pretty sure I won't have a record of all of the giveaways that I've done. That's not a thing. Right, we found a couple of we've found 3 relic sites so far. We're going to keep scanning around. Am I good with programming? Basic with programming. Basic. And then all of that is stuff that I've taught myself, not like I've learned from anywhere. But Alchemist on a heat map, it might catch fire. Right. We found a data site as well. I wish I got into programming. I suppose I still could, but now trying to, I could have got into programming when it wasn't a saturated market. Now that it's more saturated, it's a little bit less of a less appealing. We're going to scan it for AU around the planetary bodies as well. I think there's still something I created in 2010 that's still up. It's atrocious. Nice. You weren't the guy that did Flappy Bird, were you? Was that you? Bernard living off the riches from one app that everybody played. All of a sudden. Nothing quite so well known. Again, that's like history. That's like internet history. There's gonna be a whole generation of people coming through that's gonna be like, Flappy what? What bird? I don't understand. What was all this about? Okay, we're doing quite well with the data sites. Got another. Does scanning go faster with better skills? Yes, it does. You can. There are modules that you can speed up your scanning with. To make it faster. It's a day one Unity demo project where you create Flappy Bird in 2 hours. Nice. You too can create one of the highest-selling apps of all time. Before the dev pulled it from the store. Characters, character ID, wallet, journal. Okay. Output. Okay, Geth, that's good to know. I mean, that's useful for finding out. That looks like... Doesn't that look like the information of getting through a gate? There's modules as well that you can put on your ship to make it faster. But yes, there is skills as well. Scanning. Astrometric acquisition, astrometric pinpointing, and range finding all improve. Acquisition improves how fast the bar moves when you're scanning. Pinpointing reduces the deviation to make it more accurate after you do a scan. Range finding increases the probe strength to make it more accurate. Hacking and archaeology, that's for data sites, that's for relic sites. Astrometrics do across the board, like all of these, across the board. And these one surveys makes survey scanners run faster. Although to be fair, I should probably have those on in 4 as well. Yes, and array modules. Mid-slot array modules. Scan acquisition array, scan pinpointing array, the acquisition array, pinpointing array, and a range finding array. They're all good. They come in Tech 2 variants as well. There's nothing there. Why can't I find anything? Okay, fair enough. Well, you'll see a little bit more about what we're actually doing tonight. If you find a bar line, it's the furthest point away from the point that you scanned. In which case it's this one. And then... So watch what we're doing. I'll talk you through it. I'll talk you through I've got one more site in this system to do from scratch, and I'll talk you through that one as I'm scanning it down. But yeah, Sister's Core probes have the highest strength, so therefore will give you the biggest bonus. And a lot of people use them and buy them, so it's always worth going to get them. Right. So we have in our little grid overview thing here, that I'll put somewhere. I'll put it here so you can see it. You can see all of the bits and pieces that we found. There's one cosmic signature that we haven't found yet. So I'm going to highlight on that, right? Now you can see there's this bubble. It's a circular red bubble. The point could be anywhere in that. So logically, what we're going to do is we're going to center our probe formation on the bubble, and we're going to increase the size on this little tracker here until we get to the stage where the vast majority of our probe bubbles, which are represented by these blue ones, are covering the red area. And then we hit analyze. Then the probes are going to fly off to these locations with their little mini micro warp drives, and then they're going to give us a scan. So do that. Right, we get a select location, and we've got a 3.9% accuracy. Move the center again to cover it. Now that we've got it, we're going to decrease the size of the probes. I'm going to decrease it by 2 steps because I'm fairly confident in the strength of my scanning. You might want to decrease it by slightly less. Scan again. We're up to 5.1. Now we've got one of these barbells. So the probe is along one of these. Now, you may have already heard me, but it's nearly always, well, no, it is always at the end that's furthest away from where you've scanned so far. That's about middle from that aspect. But if we look from this aspect, it's about here. So we're going to go all the way down to the bottom. We can click on that end to center it. Again, we're going to shrink it down. We're going to shrink the probe size down again, and we're going to give it another scan.
Advertisements started for 90 seconds.
Well, the clock has gone. There we go. We found a much better concentration. Now we're up to 26.9%. So, we're going to then center it one last time. Shrink the probes down even further to the smallest one. And scan again. And this should give us... This should give us a 100% scan. Because we're right over the top of it. And the formation is as close as possible. If we didn't get 100%, which we did, there are ways of changing the shape of the formation by holding down control and scrolling the wheel to get your probes closer and closer and closer together. But we don't need to do that. We're all good. But there we go. That's how you scan something down. Now we can retrieve our probes. You don't have to retrieve your probes. Your probes will automatically retrieve as long as they're not doing an active scan when you leave the system. So you should be fine. We are going to start with the relics and move to the datas.
Warp drive active.
Yeah. Works relics and data sites, but also for wormholes, combat sites, and gas sites.
Adverts
Those are the
have
5
ended.
main ones. Don't buy combat probes, you don't need them. They take up a lot more power, and you're not needing them. Just use core probes, not combat probes. Now, when we're in the system, we're looking for all of these remains that are dotted around inside the system. Angel Ruins, Angel Rubble, Angel Remains, etc, etc. We're going to fly to the first one. Prop mod on. Get ready with our piece of hacking equipment. And as soon as we're close enough, we're going to start locking it down. Got a lock on. As soon as we're within 6,000 kilometers, we can start the analyzer. Now, hacking. We're looking to find the exit. Well, all of this is uncovered. We don't know where it is. We've got our virus coherence on this side, which is how much damage is our health. And our attack is on the other side, so that's how much damage we do. You do need combat probes for hunting down MTUs that are left behind, yes. So that's why I always have a ship with combat probes in it for hunting down the MTUs I've left behind. So then every time you pop one of these encrypted nodes, it gives you a number. That means there is a point of interest, not an enemy node, just a point of interest that many spaces away from what you're looking at. So this one said 1, so one of these nodes is a point of interest for us. This one's also a 1, so the likelihood is that in a sort of game of Minesweeper, this is probably the one that we want to click on. This is a utility subsystem. This is like a little tool that you can use to make your journey easier. This one boosts your hacking efforts when you're clicking on it. This one's got a 1 on it. That's an enemy defense system. This is called an antivirus. It has a coherence of 50 and a strength of 40, which means that it has 50 health and does 40 damage. But we always do our damage before they do the subsystems do damage to us. So our 60 will wipe this guy out in 1 click, and we're safe. I'm just going to move around and highlight some of the others. 5, that means there's nothing close. This is a data cache. This could be good or it could be bad. In general, unless you're really struggling to get to the end, don't click on these. Otherwise, it's not worth it. That's another utility. This spawns more of a shield. It stops you taking damage for a couple of turns. There's another enemy. We can click on that one. There's another shield. We can click on that one. We're just looking to get the number down as far as possible. There we go. There's our exit. System core. It has a health of 70, but only a attacking strength of 10, which means that we could click on it 6 times before we would die, by which point we've already killed it. So 2 clicks, hack is successful. Then we have a look inside to see what's got in it. It's got some interesting bits. We loot all of that. Drop the target so we know what it's done. And we move on to the next one. Yeah, we go first strike by default. That's right. And that's basically it. And you basically rinse and repeat that minigame until you've hacked all of the cans in the system. Now, what I should be doing is I should be scanning the contents of these cans first to see if they're interesting. Well, I'm not at the moment. This little utility subsystem is very useful. It is a self-repair. Click on it immediately and click on it yourself, and it basically heals. It adds health to you over 3 turns. So always have that one. If you've got one, if you uncover one, always activate it immediately. Is my suggestion, because you have no maximum health. You'll go up as high as you can. There is no upper limit. Right, I should start scanning these really. No. 1.8 million in that cargo. It's worth scanning or worth hacking. So, quick go down through. There's a subsystem, not really interested in that. There's something that might be useful. Oh, where are you? Okay, you're not there. Up this way? No. That's 5. Is it seriously? Oh, it's right in that corner. This is. Mr. Rambo Raid! Good evening! $1.3 million. We are going to open this one. Welcome on in, Rambo viewers.
The Mad Rambo raided with 553 viewers.
Vasilov. That guy still thinks he's touched the watch, is he? I even said hi to him and he ignored me. Outrageous. Thank you very much for the raid and the host, Mr. Rambo. Extremely kind of you. Welcome on in. How was your stream, sir? Thank you very much. For all your Rambo viewers, you're basically getting exactly the same content here. You're doing what Mr. Rambo was doing.
The Mad Rambo hosted with 34 viewers.
We even passed him on the way over here. There he is. Hello. Am I going to dress up too? No. No. I tried to make your desync, didn't see a local chat until I did. No worries. Passed through, was like, yes, hello. It's Rambo. Welcome on in, good to see ya. How is everybody? Hope you had a good stream. My name is Sniper Chris. I am a PvE streamer. But we're out in nullsec doing very similar content to what Mr. Rambo was just doing. So it should look very familiar for you. And what you've been up to, what Mr. Rambo's been doing. No, oh well. No, my passive is not named Airwolf. It does wear a bear shirt, but it's not quite the same. No, it's very true. It's not. Wow. I flew straight past that one. That's unusual. Oh, I have my orbit on. That's why. Oops. But welcome on in, everybody. Good to see everyone. That's not... We can't fail this one, otherwise we're going to lose 6 mil. Oh, well, there we go. Didn't fail it. Right, that's that site cleared. No escalation. Let's move on to the next one.
Warp drive active.
Dead Black Hearts, Cayuga, Surfinger Knights, Jake Boudreau, J Kronos, Lila Power, Gorilla Glue, Outrey, Makosho, Vasilov, Alandar. Welcome on in. I see all your IGN. I see all your hellos. Hello, 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 hello. Good to see everyone. So yes, this is not Mr. Rambo's very latest fit with all the very expensive implants, but it is basically the same ship. And we were just talking about how to do it, because no, that's a waste. Hack and fail, boys. Hack and fail. That one's empty. Seriously? I never quite believe the empty ones. Like, I think I've still got the previous one that I just emptied on lock. And I've never quite finished it. No worries, Blackheart. Enjoyed the lurk. Well, have me on in the background. Absolutely fine. Oh, that's better. 2 mil. Quick scan through. 21421. There it is. Mine. I see plenty of empty data or relic canines. There's another one. It's just that, yeah, I see them, but I don't quite believe that I've not made a mistake and I'm attempting to scan the one I've literally just emptied for some reason. It's my own brain doubting myself. There you go, it's ADHD for you. Eggshell, welcome on in. Like, it's not like a ship scanner where you might miss something. It's true. Nope, that one's not worth it. Oh, no, I didn't quite get that one. Too fast. Too fast. There we go. I'm gonna do a scan. 1.7. Yeah, hacking this one. Yeah, there you go. You wasted all my time with those terrible cans and you didn't even give me an escalation. Outrageous. Oh. Tantier Dungeon, get yourselves in. Baratacross. Welcome on. Oh, that's a good sign. Ooh, that's a healthy can. I like that one. Can I have some more of those, please, boss? That's a few trigger units for the corp. Yeah, thank you, sir. May I have another? That was very tasty. 32 million richer. It's all just salvage loot, so that can get hacked and failed. You have 2 opportunities to hack a can, otherwise it self-destructs. Doesn't really do any damage to you, but it's a good way of getting rid of some cans that may not be worth your time and effort. Especially if you're looking for slightly more expensive loot. Won't sleep cans blow up and kill you? Sleeper cans might, but not these ones. These are detected relic and detected data. So no, these ones fortunately don't blow up. These ones do blow up, but they don't kill you. It's a Welsh boy! Hello! Golden Cappers. Lovely jubbly. Oh no, they're not golden cappers. They just look like them from a distance. Hello, hello. Well, I mean, Kosho was last seen playing Ark Survival, so, I mean, good shout out. I do have a golden capper somewhere. Fair enough. 3.9 mil. Not 32, but still not too shabby. To there. It's kind of like a reverse minesweeper where you want to find the mines to blow up because those are the interesting bits. Atavium. It's worth keeping hold of, I suppose. I give you golden sheep instead. Nice. Sheeps. Ooh. Oh, we found a monolith. And 5 frames a second. Okay, it's got back into normal now. It's a bit scary. Don't like it when it does that. I did that the other day while I was in the middle of fleet ops. Lost to Kieran. Got a ship replacement for it, but I was like, that's not helpful. Really not helpful. The escalations are just more hacking, yeah. But you should get funkier stuff. And potentially some nice blueprints and other bits and pieces. 3 trigger units. Thank you very much. Three trigger units in an easy can. I'll take it. I bet there was. That many carriers walking around in one go. The lag must have been horrendous. They look cool. for those of you who are still paying attention to what I'm doing, there are different types of viruses as well that you will come across. This is the exit one. The different colour on the exit denotes how difficult and how difficult it will be to defeat. Green is easy, yellow is medium, red is hard. There's not much of a difference between them, to be fair. But there are all different types of virus as well that you come across defending what you're attacking. There's some standard antiviruses, but there's also ones that boost other uncovered enemy nodes that you may have come across. And other bits and pieces too. Some are worth taking out, some are just leaving. It's a bit of a mix and match, but it should be fine. Hello, Mr. Dog. Welcome on in. Autonomous Dog. Another fellow streamer. Excellent soundtrack. I used Norton to do them. And I wonder I got frame rate drops if I'm using that type of antivirus. Slowing my computer down. Alright, we've got 75 mil in the can. It's a good start. Three, two, one. There it is. And then final. Back to that one. We're using a micro warp drive to get between the cans nice and quickly. Just helps cut down the time. A lot of, as Mr. Rambo would have said, a lot of this relies on the speed and how many sites you can get through, how quickly you can hack the sites. You also can't get an escalation if you leave any cans not unopened in the site. You either have to finish the hacking game, or you have to fail it enough times that it blows up and the can is clear. Otherwise you won't get the escalation. So you can't just cherry pick the nice ones and leave the other ones, you won't get any escalations that way.
Warp drive active.
So hence why they've got the two data with two analyzers. The powerful Zaguma one, which will be able to basically help us do the actual mini game nice and easily, and then we've got a ligature one for ease of use afterwards, just to clear the cans that don't work. 2 fails means that the can explodes and counts as complete, even though it's dead, and we can move on to the next one rather than actually having to go through the whole hacking minigame just to find out that the can is terrible, which is why we scan them first. All of the viruses. Seriously. There we go. Finally found the edge. Oh. There we go. Thank you. Not really worth it. Anything under 1 million is my cut-off point. If it doesn't have 1 million ISK in it, I just count it as failed and move on to the next one. Most of the stuff that I'm actually looking for, like these logic circuits, for example, are the ones that are higher prices anyway. Those are the ones I'm going to take home and sell on the market. itchy. Yeah, 3.2. There's also a couple of rules to remember when doing hacking that affect the way that you hack as well. Rule of 6 is one of them. It's worth remembering. That's always a good one to remember to help identify potential places for them. Jim, Lusa, welcome in on Kick. We are streaming, like Mr. Rambo, we are streaming across all 3 platforms. So if you prefer one over the other, give us a follow on those and come on over and say hi. It all helps. I am aiming for both Eve partner and Twitch partner. I am waiting responses on both. So we shall see.
Adverts started for 90 seconds.
There he is, found him. Soppy Dems, thank you for the follow. Let's give you both. I hope so. I have applied for both. I told my mods, but yeah, I got to the qualifications for Twitch partner the other day. So I submitted the application for that under the new settings. It gave me the option to apply, so I clicked on apply, filled in the form. 2 weeks to get back to me, but hopefully that'll be less than 2 weeks, but we'll see. Right, we're on to the data analyzer data sites now. Best of luck, thank you. I need to cajole CCP into reviewing their partner applications, because they haven't yet. At least not that I know of. And considering it's harder to get Twitch partner, and I can apply for both. Oh, that one's got
Adverts have ended.
It's got Sleep and Nanite cluster in it. There you go, found it. I hate those mechanical parts. I really do. They take up so much room. What we got? Ooh, a Zaguma. I got a Zaguma blueprint. Not massively expensive. But the Zaguma itself goes for $500 million. So if you can make one, definitely a profit. Definitely a profit to be made. But you've got to find all the bits for it first. Alright. I'd ask Mr. Rambo again if he wants the decryptors again. He didn't last time, but he did the time before that, so. Yeah, the blueprints are very cheap considering how much the item sells for. Grassador, thank you for the follow. Very kind of you. Let's keep going. Like I say, I still want that escalation, so I'm still looking for that. Decryptors, blueprint, decryptor. High-tech data chips go in there. High-tech scanners go in there. Needlejack filaments don't go in there. Neither do those. Still. It's near a million. I'll do it. So the rule of 6 is if there is a node that is surrounded by 6 other nodes in the grid, that will either be empty, the virus itself, the exit center core, or if it is a virus, that virus will be next to the exit, giving you an exact fix on where the exit is. So aim for the 6s. Aim for those nodes that are surrounded by 6 other nodes, because it will very much indicate where the exit is. Zaguma Pyro is Zaguma Integrated Analyzer Blueprint. There we go, found the winner. Why are you not dragging and selecting when I want you to? Uh, 3.3. Nice. That's a lot of single ones there. Oh. What's the betting it's down this dead end? Yeah, of course it is. Alright, one more. It's most likely, not necessarily all the time. It's quite possible that it's in one of the corners, so there's not no guarantee that it's over here. Some of the time, about 25% of the time, it's over in the corners, or about 50% of the time it's over there. Unless you start in the middle, in which case it can be as close as one click away. And I have had a single click before. I have had it next to the start. Like the first thing I clicked on was the exit, was the core. I was like, oh, thank you very much. There you go. That's not quite on the opposite side, but in that direction at least. No escalation. Right, let's move on to the next detected site.
Warp drive active.
We've got some Skinner stuff. That will go in my container. I want to keep that. I'm keeping all the nice stuff in my container. 115 million so far, plus blueprint. Got my first cruiser BO today. Went for Vexor. Time to get the resources for it. Nice. Well, if you build it, you have the right amount of LP, you could upgrade it to a Vexor Navy. That might be worth looking at. Lego Mayagos follows me on Kick as well. Thank you very much, Lego. Cheers for the follows across the internet. Greatly appreciated. It all helps. So you can build a Vexor Navy issue, and then you can use ISK and some loyalty points with the right faction to essentially upgrade it to the next tier of cruiser. So they take the ship as payment, along with some LP and some ISK, but then they give you a Vexor Navy back, which is pretty much always better. Thank you, Jester. Appreciate that over there as well. I'm everywhere now. In all other places. A lot of time this is what I do in the evenings on weekends. Just sit here and do hacking. Buffhead, thank you very much for the follow. Can you build a Titan from Corvette PBO? If you can find a Corvette
Ray,
PBO.
when someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes!
Buffhead, thank you very much for the Prime sub as well. Very kind of you. That's one of my 5 a day. Appreciate it. No escalation. Aww. You could be like last time where I had no escalations whatsoever.
Active.
But Buffhead, thank you very much for the follow and the sub. Very kind. If you guys are new or any way, shape or form and you got questions, please feel free to ask. I'm hoping this is a relatively open stream where people can ask questions that they want. Eve tends to be very friendly, and we like to promote that. Hey Biggie, welcome on in. I have any tips on hacking null? Like the whole area of space, or just hacking in general? Because hacking in null is basically the same as hacking in HiSec. There's no real difference to the actual method that you use. Evil? Ooh, we could fall over on this one. Nope. We did fall over on that one. Bit vicious. Especially it's worth 3.9 mil. It's worth a hack. Oh, there you go. Easy enough the second time around. Yeah. Telling me that I'm nearly full. Okay, so just general tips. I would suggest that if you are going to build a hacking ship in any way, shape, or form, that you use one of the ones that already has hacking as hacking bonuses. So Pacifier is excellent for this, but any of the 4 main faction ships that provide bonuses to hacking, that goes for the T1 versions or the T2 versions in general. So, for example, a good example would be if you were in a MAR, that's the Magnate Navy with the 5+ to Relic and Data Analyzer Strength and the Scan Probe Launcher CPU requirement, plus the bonus Core and Combat Scanner Probe Strength. Or the upgraded version, which is, in this case, the Anathema, which gives you, again, more bonuses, increased warp speed, even stronger virus strength, etc. There's one of those, either Magnate or one of those. If you're in Null, you want to be using the Tech 2 versions, basically. So that's the Buzzard, the Helios, or the Cheetah. No, yeah, Cheetah. We are also using the Passy, which is very, very good. It's nice and fast. It's got nice bonuses, strength, and other bits and pieces. It's also got improvements to armor reppers and things like that. You could also use the Astero, and all 4 of these are quite good at hacking. But the Astero is probably the fastest out of the 4, but it's yeah, You don't have to put any weapons on this. You don't need. You're not getting into a fight. You don't want to get into a fight. So you just want to be out and about, in and out, nice and quick. I recommend obviously using Tech 2 scanners. So Zaguma is a very good choice. That's able to get you increased hacking strength. But the one thing that I would 100% recommend at all times is a black glass implant. You must have a neural lace black glass net intrusion 920-40 in slot 9. That will make your job so much more easier. It does decrease your virus strength. It decreases your virus strength, but it's health, but it increases the strength. This, coupled with the Zaguma, will actually get you to the point where you can one-hit a lot of the viruses that you come across when you're hacking. And that's enough to make it a hell of a lot more easy and significantly increase your success chance when hacking. So the black glass comes in really handy. If you really want to upgrade your hacking skills, you could use the wedge set of implants as well, which are relatively new and have help increase your virus strength and coherence, which is obviously good as well. I don't have those fitted, and as you can see, I'm not really struggling with actually doing these sites in any way, shape or form. Been used to play back in the day, been thinking of jumping back in. I've been watching a lot of content. Excellent. Well, come back in. We'd love to have you. We have cookies. Well, sausage. Not too bad. But yeah, black glass implant is probably going to be your biggest friend. It says it only improves data analyzers. Oh, you like that now, are you? It does say that only improves data analyzers. But the Zaguma counts as a data and a relic analyzer. It counts as both. Put you in there. You can go in here. You go in there. Then all of you, carbon, mechanical parts. Jet. Again. Nothing in that one. Let's move on to the next one. You bring the sausages, I'll bring the cookies. Oh, that's very nice, Lily. Welcome on in. Bit of the old in and out, that's it. Yeah, bit of the old in and out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in this case, the greatest form of defense is an attack. Get in there, do the damage to the enemy viruses before, and they can't do any damage back to you because you get first hit. Scan your canisters, see if they're worth hacking or not. You set your limits, but mine is anything around 1 million. If it's around 1 million, I'll have a good nose. I'll actually have a look and see what's inside it before I go for the hack. And if you want to, if you're doing the detected sites in HiSec, you want to make sure that you are scanning them first and clearing them all. If you do not clear them all, you will not trigger an escalation, and that's what we want. We want the escalation from these sites because that's where the good loot is. Well, at least that's where we hope the good loot is. Is it worth it using the Frostline one? You could do. I've not really... I mean, if you want to look at the variations and do a quick comparison of them. Frostline is weaker. There's only 26, whilst the Zaguma is 30. Yes, the Purloin is even more than that, but you can only fit that on one ship, so you discount that one. Your health is only 26 as well, when on Zaguma it's 30, so it's, again, that's a little bit better. You do get a couple of slots, so it's not the worst one in the world. But again, the Zaguma gives you a slightly better access. So again, it's not too bad. The data analyzer too isn't too bad, but it only counts as a data analyzer. It doesn't count as a data and relic. These three that have the archaeology skill count as both. So the Frostline is definitely not a terrible choice. It's just probably... It's just not as common, I don't think, and it gives you a slightly better virus strength over the others. So, there's not much in it. Thank you. That's extremely kind of you. Why did you raid me then? I'm such a terrible choice. Why did you come here? You could have gone one of those Russian streamers with the DJ in the corner. You're a terrible choice, but you're his terrible choice. Okay, found it. We did have a visitor back then, and I was keeping an eye on things, but nothing came of it, so we're all right. If we leave system though, we'll have to keep an eye on things just to make sure that they're not waiting on the gate for us. Those 90 strength ones are pretty nasty. There we go, found it. Do it the old-fashioned way. Use all of the bits to do it in. Nope, no escalations. No escalations at all. Two signatures have appeared since doing the sites, so we are going to go and scan them down. We will also cloak up when we do this. See what we get. They're coming up as quite easy. I'm not sure if they're going to be... I've already scanned one to 8% AU, 8 AU, so I'm not entirely sure whether we're actually going to find something here of worth doing. But we shall see. We will persevere. Well, Lily, you're obviously a very good streamer, otherwise we wouldn't keep coming back now, would we? Eve partner when? We need some more female Eve partners. The numbers that came out don't lie. There are way too many guys playing this game. We need to even the balance a little bit. What does a limited time mineral mean? Like, this event only mineral that people got at some time? Yes, that's correct, Byra. I've got something on one of my tunes from a limited time event that was happening in the past. Part of the Drifter invasion. We got a relic and a data out of that. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Adverts started for 90 seconds.
90 seconds of advertisements. So the draft line come out once in a while. I'm not entirely certain yet, to be honest. I've never seen one out in the wild. Let's put it that way. I've never looked for one in the market and found one. So, make of that what you will. I think it's rather popular in Winter Nexus, but correct me if you're wrong, guys. Really? Picked the wrong thing then. Back from ads? Yeah, I think it only comes out. I think it's only comes out once in a while. I've not ever found one on the market when I've looked for one. So, make of that what you will. I'm not hacking this one. It was terrible.
Adverts have ended.
2 carbon. Bargain. It's a very cool looking ship. Yeah, I do like the pacifier. All the Edencom ships look really cool. Let's be honest. The Marshall is a bit of a icon ship for a lot of people. A lot of people want to turn around and say I own a Marshall, because they are quite few and far between. Oh, okay. Been profitable day so far? I'll have a look in a sec. Oh, this cannon's quite profitable, which is nice. Oh my god. Stop giving me viruses. There we go. Clicked on every virus in the bloody hack. Stop it. I own a Marshall. You know, that's very true. I do own a Marshall. If it hadn't been for the generosity of my gankers, I don't think I would own one right now. Yeah, worth it. Ooh, does that count as middle? Don't know. Don't think so. Oh, check. Give me one more second to hack this can. I will tell you. Yeah, worth it. Right, chuck those in the container and have a quick look inside. 183 million so far. So not unprofitable, but no escalation. So that's what I'd rather have right now is an escalation. Zaguma is the one you need, yeah. Can I fit it? Can I fit into it? I'm not that big. I'm quite tall, but not that tall. But yes, I have it fully fitted and I can fly it. I'll show you in a minute actually, because I got that tune open. Does he fly it? Not so much. It's a bit of a gank target, to be honest. I'd actually probably fly it more out here in nullsec than I would do in highsec. If I'm entirely honest. It'd probably be safer. It'd probably be safer out here than actually in flying it in high. At least I'd have a whole bunch of intel telling me who was waiting for me on the other side of the gate, if there was anybody there. I don't have that in high. I would. It's less likely I'm going to have that in highsec. Also, this tune can't fly it. It's this tune is much younger. I think mine's for right. I think for right now, mine's in the garage to show off. Yeah, it's a show off ship. It's like one of those ones you go, oh, this. I've got one of a limited edition Ferrari that would fall apart if I drove it anywhere. So I'm not going to. Well, the Marshall itself is actually a weak ship, but Marauders are cheaper than a Marshall is and are more resilient, so... There we go, Fire. That's a good reason to use them. Right, last one. Last can. Can we get an escalation from this one, please? That's got carbon in it. Nope, no escalation. What a load of bullshit. Alright. Next person that comes around can find... Where is it? Ended up with some bloody energy cells in that fucking container. I just jet canned. Don't want them in there. Because they're all rubbish and nasty and horrible. There you go. 189 million in the container on board so far. Not bad. There, right. We'll be off to another bit of space shortly, but I will need another drink, so I'm going to go and dock up. Stoffel the Honey Badger on a 240 stream streak. Oh yes, that means that Stoffel, at the rate I stream, that means Stoffel has been watching me for 13 months in a row without a break. There we go. Un mashal. Can't really zoom out. That's about as far out as it gets. There we go. Okay, I shall be right back with another drink. You can chat amongst yourselves. I won't be 2 seconds. Muted, thank you. Yes, I got Baba Rager as well. That's always good fun. Havlan GR, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. Little to do with normal home. That's pretty much me all over, I think.
Warp drive active.
Right, let's check the next system over. Let's see what we get. Nope, friendly on this side. Okay, let's go and warp to 0 on this dude.
Warp drive active.
And get the prep scanners out. There's a lot of them over here. Could just try that way. Found a data site at least. Let's hone in on that one. I do need to get the other set of implants. I'm missing the other slot, the other implants for slots 7, 8, and 10. That would make this fit a little bit better and faster. Still good, but it's not as fast as it could be. Not 6, 7, no. There's a data site. My son hasn't learnt that. That hasn't made it to his class at school. I'm quite glad, to be honest. We get players to trade around stuff more. Yeah, I think there's a lot of fencing by CCP to limit players, so the really nice stuff is just out of reach behind Omega, which is sensible. I mean, you want to whet your appetite and draw the players in. So I get it. Still in it. Alpha is a free trial. Yeah. It's a long free trial as well, but it is a free trial. You're not wrong. Get quite a bit out of that free trial. That reminds me, I need to move my alpha now that we've got a place to put it. The orders have come from on high to move our, what used to be called a cadult, but it's not really a cadult any longer. So I need to move it. I got my stuff moved the other weekend from ULAX down to CJ, so that helps. Don't have to worry about doing that any longer. You haven't seen any news there. Wasn't there something at Fireside last weekend about moving everything? Did I misunderstand the announcement? I'm pretty sure I heard something. Yeah, double check the announcement. Well, as I understood the highlight from the announcement, there's a new place for your alts to go, to your alphas to go, for home defense. I could have misunderstood. That's definitely a possibility. But... Do you think that's a weird what they did for you to make the Zagura? I didn't make this, the one I've got equipped. I bought it. But it is kind of weird for the blueprint to be able to be made by alphas but not used. But again, it's like teasing you. You can make this, but you can't use it. Right, I reckon it's over that end. No, it's true. Gold Dream! Welcome on in. Good to see ya. There we go. Another data site. We will finish scanning this one. And then... Oh, I've got 2 more signatures after this. Where's the other 2 then? One there and one there. Okay. 2 more signatures. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I didn't realise. There we go. I was wrong. So cadults are still... Or alphas are still... Well, that's probably the one I was talking about, yeah. One less thing for me to worry about. Exclamation mark join if you want to get into the dungeons. Got plenty of dungeons available. What did I... okay. Just needed to check something. Apologies. Thank you. But we still don't have a place to put our cadults though. That's still not a thing. My cadult has nearly run out of skill points to be able to train. I'm going to start using alpha injectors and stuff on it. It has learned how to fly all of the ships that alphas need to be able to fly though, so at least that. Nah, yeah. What I'm talking about is to make the Zaguma with data Relic Analyzer 2 requires Omega to make the Relic Analyzer 2. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be like that, Fyro. There's a lot of stuff that's been added in that isn't necessarily as compatible with other things in the game. But it doesn't break the game, so it's not high on the list of things to fix. That's fair enough. We obviously don't need it that much then. What? Where did you go? Unless this person's doing it, and that's the site they just run. Yeah. I spent ages hacking all the sites, and actually somebody's been out here running them as well. Why does a rectangular object in space cause my frame rate to drop so significantly? I don't get it. Well, nothing was hacked. There's a dude in the buzzard out here. He's either not seen me, or he's ignoring me. Should I fire a missile to him? Just for the sake of it. He's blue though. I'll probably get told off if I do that. Right, I'm going to head off to a data site.
Warp drive active.
I've got to wait around. Bloody snoo. Not paying attention.
Adverts started for 90 seconds.
He's not interested in the data site. He's only just done the relics and gone. He's even just cherry-picked that relic site as well. He's not actually finished it. It's still on my overview. Yeah, I do. I'll put it in. Are you still in game? Yeah, you are. Oh no, he's gone back out of the system again. I had him in a second. He come back into the system, then he left the system again. I was going to drag it in and then he buggered off. Oh, I might be able to find. Hang on, if he's in the data channel, I should be able to find his name in there.
Adverts have ended.
So his name's not even in the data channel either. Is that right? Seriously? He's not one of ours, he's one of Snoo. That's crazy, he's not even in the data channel. Which means he's not even looking at the long one again. 2 in a row. Ah, there you go, I found him. I popped it in your pub. Yeah, 2 days in a row, time to get a lottery ticket. That's pretty cool. Alright, where were we? Dealing with cherry pickers. Yeah, it's definitely still on my overview. He's definitely not finished it. I say he. There's an 88% chance that it is going to be a he. At least according to the stats that were released today. Oh, okay. Yeah, this system.
Warp drive active.
No, I don't want to go there. I want to go there. I want to go back to the relic site again.
Active.
Because if he's not finished it, I want to finish it, see if I get an escalation. Yeah, there's 3 cans. I mean, I think 1 or 2 or 3 of them are all empty. Yeah, one had a carbon in it. One had nothing in it. And the other one had 574 in it, so not much. I will hack that one though. Not crazy loot, but better than nothing. Let's go and pop the other 2 cans. See if we can't get an escalation from this site. It'd be great if it could. What have I done? What, is he blaming me for cherry picking it? I was there first. Outrageous. We didn't escalate, unfortunately. So. Bloody hell.
Warp drive active.
Right, let's find it. We're not going to say, yes, I did, sorry, boss. Yeah, well. I mean, you were watching me, so. All my evidence is on stream. Halogen, thank you very much for the follow. Very kind. Nice, that one's a good one. I am Tlaw. Oh well. The man with the meat truncheon. Nice. Min-Marter encryption measures. I think I'm alright. Don't think I want that. Ooh, 5 point something. That's nice. A load of those stupid data processors and construction alloys and all the stuff that just take up loads of room and are worth absolutely nothing. Might have to jet cam them in a minute. But yeah. We will clear them. Making a bright pig zero this one. There we go. Found our target. No escalation. Next one.
Warp drive active.
Right, into the container you go, into the container you go, and into the container you three go. Container is now sitting on 209 million. Plus blueprint. Someone's been in here, picked one comm tower, and then disappeared. No idea who that was. Could have been anybody. God knows how long this site's been sitting here like that. Why is Hugo in a container? I have no idea. It could have been, but I have absolutely no evidence of that one. It could be the newt that's now in my system as well. Stereo. Oh, no, it's gone. There we go. Put that into the intel channel. There's some decent stuff in there. But so the numbers are going up, not down. That's not what I want. There we go. almost the right amount. Almost a million's worth in here. I might as well hack it. Still got plenty of room in the can. Still got plenty of room. Still got plenty of room in the can. We've got plenty of room in the cargo as well. That one's empty. Double fail that one. Three point something in that one, so that's worth it. Yeah. Seriously? There you go, found him. Nope, no escalation. Next one. 3 more to go.
Warp drive active.
I'm not being overly picky about doing one type over the other. I'll just grab a bit of everything as I go around. About an hour left to do this. And then we could give it a, that'll be the end of the stream. I'm not going to get into that dungeon. I might visit him. There we go. You can't fill them back to high sec now, right? I don't really want to. This is not my high sec tune, this is my null sec tune. This is my null sec main. I wouldn't want to head back right now, because I'll be in the wrong area of space. I'll double click that by mistake. Well, just a random question. Oh, okay, fair enough. And war deck there as well. Let's go. Let's randomly head back to a completely different area of space. Who knows? I do have some needle jacks. I could use one of those. Are you seriously saying it's over here? Of course, it's in the corner. I didn't check. Don't be arseholes. Right. Get ready for you lot. Road trip. Road trip. Just randomly yeet myself. I've done it the other way around. I randomly yeeted myself into null and then flown back. But that was to more get the air career program bits for flying a certain amount of time and space in nullsec and stuff. And then did it also did it a blank clone just in case I got sent home a bit quicker. To do the wormhole back and wander around. Took the shortcut, yeah. Got sent home rather than made my own way. Thought I'd find it somewhere. Right, that's that one done. Again, no escalation. Move on to the next one.
Active.
Moving all the fun stuff into the container. 228 million plus blueprint. Two more in this site in the system to go, and then we'll grab the next one. Yeah, these parts really clog up your inventory after a while. Just end up needing a little trail of jet cans all the way around after doing the data sites. Going, nah, don't want that bit, don't want that bit, don't want that bit, don't want that bit. Doing my first moon pop right now. That was awesome and so lucrative. The spectacle of the pop is awesome. That's kind of cool. I haven't seen that yet. So you've seen something I haven't seen. I've never seen a moon go. I accidentally used a null winter filament instead of a high-sec one, ended up in Declan. Was in my buzzard, so hid until the timer ran out. Yeah. That's not awkward at all. Apart from the Minmata haulers. Yeah, there's still a few ships that are in need of a bit of tender loving care. Found it. Yeah. Yep, no escalation here. One more detected site. And we'll see where the lay of the land is. A 23-year-old game maintaining acceptable, even good level of visuals is... Yeah, it's true. That's very true. When do you expect a new player to stop being new? That's an interesting question. Never. That's one way of definitely looking at it. Okay. There is no middle ground. When they get to the top of the learning cliff?
Advertisements started for 90 seconds.
Another dungeon has been spawned. Oh, my best friend's back. Oh, he's gone again. There we go.
Adverts have ended.
Ooh. One more, 4 more cancer hack in this one, and then we're good to go. Well, they're not new. They're not new to the game, but would you consider them a new player? I mean, it's going back to traditional MMOs. When are you no longer a new player in World of Warcraft or Guild Wars or whatever it is? Southwark Games, welcome on in. I still consider myself new. Even 2 years with a 10-year gap and all the other bits and pieces that happened. Because there's still so much content in this game that I haven't touched. I can't consider myself experienced, just sheerly due to the fact that there is stuff that I haven't covered. Where are you hiding? What the? In this corner. There. One more cosmic signature. That might help. Meanwhile, let's head to the next one. Fly Pew Pew Hack Scan Pewsable. Yeah, I've been playing... Okay, so I played in 2013. I then had some health problems and bits and pieces that stopped me playing. I didn't come back to the game. I'm just double checking I'm scanning the right one. Came back to the game after starting to actually stream. And been playing for about 2 years since. No, Rambo just doesn't sleep any longer. He just lives off Monster, coffee, and sheer determination. Well, that is absolutely nothing. Let's put you in the container. Let's jet can you and you. Let's open up set jet can and find some nasty bits in here that we want to get rid of, like all of these energy celly stuffs. They can go in the cargo container as well. That's fine. Cargo container still just over half full. Sorry, the container on board is still over half full. Same as the rest of us, Rambo. ADHD brain. Right, let's do another scan while we're in system. Maybe the only useful metric that we've got along there is skill points. But even then, someone could have bought your skill point. You could buy your skill points to get to a certain level. But a good 100 million skill points is... It's probably a good place to be where you're not new any longer. But again, it's like, yeah, characters no transfers, but there's also game time, how much you've actually been playing. You know, you could have had a character that's 4 years old, but basically not done anything on them. ADHD, is that a sub-branch of ADFU? Yes, it is. Where do you think we got the name from in the first place? Attention Deficit Fuck-Up Union. That's us. But that's the other thing as well. But okay, you say that, Electra. My character is less than a year old and has 200 million skill points. But the fact is that you had enough experience to A, know what to inject, and B, what to learn. So by the very fact that you are able to do that, shows that you're not inexperienced. Does that make sense? But by the very fact that you're able to go, right, I'm going to inject this much, spend this much because I want to learn these skills. Specifically, I suppose goes to show that you can actually choose. True. Corvette versus Corvette. That is true. That'd be an interesting experience. I reckon I'd be pretty terrible at that. Because as we've seen from the metrics that were published today, PvP is not the thing that people enjoy doing most in EVE. PvE is the thing that people enjoy doing most in EVE. For the majority of people, that's the thing they enjoy more. Well, twice the number of people enjoy PvE exclusively as opposed to PvP exclusively. Whereas there is a period of crossover between the two. Well, I'm not saying they're both not necessarily needed. But there are plenty of bitter veteran nullseckers out there who will say that PvE is pointless and is not needed in the game. It should just be a PvP game only. We've had a few in here that we are arguing the point about. Do we ever run colour anomalies? Yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow. Yeah, there's definitely a nice group of people well, I mean, the first ever Barbaroga was lost to Diamond Rats, and that's very PvE. And I've lost golems to mission rats before as well, where I completely overestimated. It wasn't the biggest block. The block that enjoyed PvE was slightly bigger than the block that enjoyed both. But yeah, either way, the whole point of it being a sandbox game is there is a bit for something for everybody. We can't. CCP can't just focus on PvE nullsec stuff. PvP nullsec stuff. They have to branch across all. They have to branch across the PvE stuff as well as the PvP stuff. They have to use all that data to make sure that all people are accounted for. Right. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to set destination for home. And then as we work our way across space, we're going to see if we can't scan down a few more bits and pieces to grab a few more bits on the way home. This is one of the weaknesses. Eva's too fast to be able to spread resourcing out evenly. Which leads to, but my content never gets attention. Exclamation mark, buddy. If you want my in-game code, and if people haven't used it, that will bring up my in-game character code. Well, that'll bring up my character code where you can claim your 1 million skill points if you haven't used it yet.
Get low when the whistle go.
Hi, Chrissy. Yeah, that one's doing quite well. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Okay. We'll need to trademark it. I got a bow of the musician. Right, we're on our own in this system. There's only a couple of signatures, so we will head on to the next one.
Drive active.
Boss is back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. %13% chance to kill a weapon. Just tidied up my character for a bit. There's somebody in here. There's only 2 signatures. Looks like it's been touched. It's been sorted out recently. He says just correcting himself. Nice, Chrissy. There's loads of people in here. No, I think that's it for at least sites tonight. We'll get back to base. We shall see. There might be some. Somebody getting some stuff. Ooh, I've just come across a whole bunch of ADFU guys. No names I recognise, but that doesn't mean there isn't any. This one, on the other hand, is completely empty. But that's fine. I'm not going there.
Warp drive active.
But we've got 273 million plus whatever the Zaguma will sell for. Which it probably won't. I'll probably have to slowly build up the bits and pieces for it, for industry. And then I'll try and sell the whole thing itself.
Warp drive active.
It depends on the fit, Fyro. The Rattlesnake itself, I think you can fly with as an alpha, but I think depending on the weapons and the bits and pieces that Lily's using, I think it's probably Omega only.
Warp drive active.
Right. Toddling off home. Oh, I've seen this one. I wanted to try it out. Okay, on that gate.
Warp drive active.
Stoffel's probably got loads of loss. You've got large cell injectors and large skill extract. You got skill extractors as well, I'm sure. Check your gear. Everyone, check the gear. If you want to get in on the boss fight, gotta check your gear. I'm level 14 with a few bits and pieces, so I'm ready to go.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
112 large cell injectors and 170 extractors. Wow. Wow.
Warp drive active.
There we go. It started. How do you increase my informant burst output? There is, well, range or
Docking request accepted.
range or strength. That's the word I was looking for.
Autopilot disabled.
What's it like being with goons? Absolutely fine. I'm quite enjoying this, being in this area of space and just hanging out here. It's been good fun. There we go. Who loses the ability to read and tackle as soon as we join up. It's peaceful, yeah. Mining form and mine link implants helped. Yes, I'm sure that definitely does. Yeah, so the mining form and mind link is probably the best one to go for. That's what I have on my Orca pilot, because he is, yeah, using that quite a bit, and that definitely helps improve the outputting. How hard do you find it to get the 4 paps you need each month? Not particularly difficult. I tend to get a lot of free time at the weekends to sort of just chill and get a few paps sorted. Essentially, it's 1 a week, so I'd struggle to find. I'm not really going to find anything that takes more than 1 a week to do, I suppose. So Bazzy alts, yeah, everybody always Bazzy and Kieran's. That's the easiest way of getting paps. Bazzies and Kieran's. Pretty much that and Bazzy, Kieran's, and Purifiers are the ways to go. Work out what I'm going to do with all this lot now. No, that was the wrong pocket. Spent all that end in industry for now, and I can work it out all later. How are we getting on with the boss? I can see he's down to red already. That's a good start. Let's drag a screen over here. 7-0, doing some damage. Stoffel still in the yellow. Going good. Zalatra is untouched.
Ads started for 90 seconds.
Kamigaru takes a smack to the head and has gone down. In comes Stoffel again. 7-0. Oh, no, he's okay. Zalatra is fine. I think it's just the 3 of them left now. But they're looking good. Pyro's in there. I missed Pyro, my apologies. Go Stoffel with the hit. There you go, Stoffel with the final. Zalatra gets a legendary spooky helmet. Very cool. From the boss. Another legendary spooky armor. Oh my word. Legendary. It's going to be kitted out in some legendary gear. Pyro gets a legendary headless horseman head. Nice. And a rare Trojan helmet. 7-0 gets an epic Pirate's Guard. Or Garb for their triumph. And a Cutlass. Anybody else get anything? Nope. If you don't, I didn't get anything. I was in the fight. Thought nothing. Oh well. No matter. Pumpkin Head, welcome on in. Exclamation mark play, everybody get yourselves into the marbles giveaway.
Have ended.
We've got about 15. We're going to be running the marbles fairly soon. Last time I got some things. Yeah, sometimes you find some stuff as you're fighting, I've noticed. Doesn't necessarily mean anything. But I didn't get anything. I just checked my character. I got nothing. Must have taken a few clubs to the head early on. That's fair enough. Wait, is the 20 mil cap because there's no other skills to learn as an alpha? I don't think so. I think the 20 mil cap is just a 20 mil cap. Exclamation mark play. Get yourselves in. Oh, fair enough. Busy mining the border. No worries, we've got a bit of time. Always have one at the beginning of the stream when we have one at the end of the stream, so early bird marbles giveaway followed by one at the end of the stream. I'm going to start adding back the Plex giveaway in the middle of the stream as well if we hit a hype train. There's a bit of a reward. So that'd be quite cool probably from tomorrow, as a guess. Lily started a dungeon. Get a bit on that one as well. Do you think I could get the bot to type as me !join after somebody starts a dungeon, so I am automatically entered? What do you reckon? Do you reckon that's possible? If you can't do shoutouts, I'll be surprised if it works. That's true. Yeah, you did that as a button on your stream deck. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. Well, that's what the money at the bottom, that's what the little bar at the bottom of the stream is for. I'm building up savings for a stream deck. That'll be my next purchase for the stream. So I don't have to click around, I can change scenes nice and quickly and clearly. Join a dungeon. Etc, etc, etc. I want the big one with all the buttons. I figure I will probably use them. Exclamation mark play.
Just put a knife in it.
That's a really good idea.
Hands off my pacifier.
See if it works. Oh, yes, it does. Beautifully.
Stop stabbing my pacifiers, Electra. Outrageous. You've got the 15 button one, don't use a quarter of it. There's a small one, just have to use different pages. Fair enough. I do like the idea of the one with the little wheel, with the little twiddly wheels as well. That looks quite cool. Just to quickly adjust some of the volumes immediately. I don't think I have any need for an XLR. I mean, the microphone that I've got, you tell me, but I don't think the microphone I've got is particularly bad. So I don't feel like I need at the moment escalate to an XLR connection. No, it's fine. There's no such, weird questions are fine. There's plenty of people here. You have a Go XLR with an AT2020 mic. I'm content. That's fair enough. If I really... I'm listening to the clips that are coming out of the streams, and I'm listening to them and going, I sound like an idiot, because I am one, but I sound clear. So, I don't feel the need to change any of that at the moment. But let's move on over to the marbles. You should sound fine, never listen to yourself. Well, like I say, I'm trying to improve the social media exposure that we're getting, so a clip from each stream will be uploaded to YouTube, TikTok, and Insta at the end of every stream. So the idea is to get that content out there, put those videos out there, hopefully generate a little bit of interest. The links below the stream now work. They do take you to those social media channels. If you have social media and you fancy following them, feel free. I don't think he's awesome, Lillian. I really don't. No, it's very much if it ain't broke. I don't feel like my voice sound is particularly bad. I've got the gain and the noise cancellation and stuff like that set up, so I'm not hearing too much background clicking. There's a pop filter in the way, so a lot of the actual typing noises and stuff like that are muted. The Stream Deck should be compatible with the lights. So possibly the addition of a Stream Deck should give us the ability to for you guys to be able to change the lights on the stream. Sounds quite cool. So we might be able to go with that as well. Don't see MySpace. No. ICQ or AOL. Wow. Let's take it back. MSN? MSN link? If you're considering using a virtual Stream Deck on an old tablet, all the tablets I've got are so old, the responsive time would probably be terrible. But I have tried using a virtual Stream Deck on an old phone. I say old phone, like not that old, but a phone, and it didn't really feel right. I like the idea of the tangible buttons. I think that's a part of it. Like just being able to put my hand on top of the deck and know deck, top of the deck, and realize which buttons I need to press. Daytime, that's basically. Yes. Both of you type into the same thing. But yes, I'm hoping that's part of it. So the newer lights, newer drip brand lights that I have a software piece that you can put on the Stream Deck, and through Stream Deck allow the stream to control the lights. So that's one of the next steps. Add to the whole kit and caboodle. Probably also want to look at a teleprompter setup, so I can put the camera behind the teleprompter and run it like that. I could probably do with a better camera and a better green screen, although it's working. I mean, it's not terrible by any means. But exclamation mark play, get yourselves into the marbles giveaway. There's 25 of you in so far that I count with the overlay. This is a twisting, turning pinnacle. Here comes Stoffel. It's very pink. It's going to be interesting. Right, down through the funnel, there is some sort of divider here that's going to push people to one side or the other. Not that it makes a lot of difference. Either way. Down into the bucket, over the bubbles, down through this curved section into a funnel, another curved section into a funnel, another curved section into a funnel, another curved section into a funnel. Then down through some pegs down here. Yeah, those pegs are moving. Don't get pegged. Split tracks with some more pegs hiding away in the background. Some people call them golf tees. That doesn't sound nearly as fun. Through the wiggles, and then a spinner into the bucket at the end. So relatively drama-free. Those funnels will mix things up a little bit. And there could be a bit of catch-out with that spinner at the very end. And I keep saying to myself, I'm going to design one track, and I've yet to do it. I'll make it a nice surprise for everybody when it happens. Getting golf teed doesn't sound as much fun as getting pegged. No. You heard it here first, folks. Zalatra likes getting pegged. More than getting golf teed. Hello, Cavell the Nub. Welcome on in. Good to see ya. Want to know, I'm not entering because I need or want the prize. I'm entering to deny you all the prize. Winter Nexus themed track. I think I missed the boat with that one. I have to think of like maybe a spring one or something like that. Right, 60 seconds. I'm starting it. If you're not in already, type it again just in case. Exclamation mark play. Just type it again. You never know. First prize will win a spin on the giveaway wheel. That shows ship or a skin. Every 10th place, so 10th, 20th, 30th, etc., will win 50 million ISK. And the last place finisher will win a Master at Arms Cerebral Accelerator. Prizes roll up if people don't claim, except for first place, which rolls down to second. So stick around just because you haven't won a prize immediately. If you're very close, like you finish 29th or something, and I give a prize away to 30th, could still be yours. Strike Delta, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. Get everybody in. 9 seconds. We got 34 people in the race. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Test Run, thank you for the follow as well. I think you got in, Zakrato. I think yes, you definitely did. You're fine. You're safe. I've just seen your name on in the top 10. Non-smokers there as well. Right. Eggshell and Stoffel looks like they're leading the way. They're the furthest down the funnel right this second. And there's a big group going down. But there we go. Eggshell and Stoffel are down. Not sure if that's going to move or not. I'm in third place. Very interesting. Test Run's there. Fulco's there. Captain Riker, Kalikoka, Sanguine, 7-0, Jasha, Geth Gaming, Mad Rambo, Elval, Local Val, Aza, Mother Quokka, Lillian Cobra, I can see Telemachus is there. Non-Smoker and Zakrato are the last ones, but they are prize-winning positions being last. So you're not out, you're not going to win nothing. It does look a bit Alan, yeah. I'd agree with that. Pepto-Bismol track. Stoffel is still in first with Eggshell now in second. They've switched places. I'm in third. Captain Riker's in fourth. Test Run's there as well. Zakrato still holding up the back of the pack, but that's a good place to be. There's still prizes to be won at last. Right. Let's see. They're very slow-moving pigs. No one's going to get pushed off the track, but it could hold a few people up and bounce them a few in the wrong direction. Stoffel navigates around them all. Eggshell gets held up. Is somebody else going to squeeze past and get some momentum? Yep, Fulco takes into second place. Test Run Elvahar is there. Lilium is also there. Captain Riker, Eggshell, Hot Kalikoka, myself, Sanguine, and a whole group of people. Non-smokers now in last place. Squeezing his way down through the track. Who's going to fit? Stoffel was the first one out of the curse, with Fulco not too far behind. Keeping that momentum going is going to be pretty key to making sure that you finish first. Avoiding those... Oh, Stoffel gets clouted by one, but so does Fulco. Elvahar, not too far behind. Sanguine making up a field at space. Locoval the Nub, not too far there as well. Eggshell, Captain Riker, Test Run, Lego, Lilium, Jasha, Mud Rambo, Hot Kalikoka, Pumpkinhead, myself. There's a few people, but we're going to the spinner now. This is where it's all going to be decided. Who can slide through the spinner nice and quickly and get themselves out the other side? Nobody's decided. Is it Eggshell? Is it Test Runs? Is it Fulco? It's Eggshell. Eggshell, congratulations, you're the first place prize winner. 10th goes to Stoffel. Oh, we'll have to wait until the rest of the pack finishes to pull out the rest of the places. 34 marbles still in the race. There's Elatra finishing. FaZe Wolf, Non-Smoker, and Azza. It looks like Azza's last place. All Azza needs to do is actually finish in 34 seconds to take the last place prize winner. He is taking his time. It's slow. Oh, no. 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 Oh, no, there he goes. Just tempting. Just tempting. Tempting fate. But congratulations! Eggshell, you win first place. And you win the spin on the wheel. 10th place goes to Stoffel the Honey Badger. 50 million Isk Richer. 20th place goes to Martin Luterkin. Exclamation mark IGN in chat from you, please. Zolatra wins in 30th place. And Azza69 wins the Master at Arms Cerebral Accelerator. Exclamation mark IGNs from all of you. If you haven't registered your in-game name yet, exclamation mark IGN space your in-game character name. The bot will then remember you next time you type IGN in any channel where that bot is live. And that bot is live in lots of channels. That is a hell of a name. You definitely need the bot, Martin Luther King. So type in exclamation mark IGN space Nebuchadnezzar space Naboplasar, and that will it will be remembered in the bottom. Zolatra's passing it up. No problems. We can do that. So, Kavlan GR. Zolatra has passed up the prize to you. So you are now a prize winner. I need your in-game name as well. So, for those of you who haven't registered, do what Jasha has just done. Type it that way, and the bot will remember you, so you don't have to type it all out again. Every time you win. And it's not just this channel the bot will remember it in, it will remember it in all the channels. The bot works across the entire... Well, it's pretty much every EVE streamer, including CCP's channel itself, has this bot. That's it, Martin Luther. Well, Martin Luther, well done. Sounds a bit sarcastic, doesn't it? Yeah, your EVE name, your in-game character name. Otherwise, I won't be able to send you anything via contract. Or send you money. There we go. So yeah, it's whatever your in-game character name is, that's what you want to say without the 6. Perfect. That's fine. But yeah, some people, it isn't as simple as that. Mother Quacker, no worries. See you later. Thank you very much for hanging out. So many registering IGNs. Yes, please use that bot. Lumicode, who's the guy, the person that designed it, deserves all the credit for that bot, because that bot gets used so much. And when and if on the weird occasion it has broken because of some changes somewhere else, all the EVE streamers just panic because that bot isn't working. It's so well used. Just got back into the game, played 2009 for a little bit, then 2012, 3 months, but newbing it up again. That's probably the best way to do it, Delta. Start a game from scratch, do the tutorial through, learn the game. Even if you resurrect your old characters, it's still so much has changed since 2012 to now. It's definitely worth regenning everything and relearning everything from scratch. Right, let's start giving out some prizes. Enough of my waffling for this. Make sure I'm on the right character as well. My null sectoon does not have the prizes. They are on my high sectoon. Okay, let's pop across to the giveaway wheel. Give you the wheel spin and see what Excel wins. Excel is going to win themselves. Or is it going to be a skin? Yep, it is going to be a skin, so we're going to move straight across to the skin wheel. Sounds a bit scary, doesn't it? Yeah, he hasn't set that one up yet. There you go. And the skin wheel says, ooh, nice. I like that one. Battlegorn Sanguinary Savant skin. My favourite type of skin in the game. That is a sexy skin to win. Let's be honest. Courtesy of Kaldari Prime Pony Cub. That one was donated to us. There we go. That is a very nice skin. That's my favourite line of skins. The Sanguinary Savant skins are my favourite. I love it on my Paladin, and I love those skins on all of them. The face glows. There's a little rolling. There's an aurora around the outside. There's a little rolling pattern underneath in the mouth. There, it's spot on. That's all it does. It's got a bit of everything. Excellent. Glad I could give out something that people don't already have. Okay, I'm going to go and check the marbles away. Oh, I'm going to get rid of that display capture so you can look at the skin rather than the marbles. Okay, 10th place went to Stoffel the Honey Badger. That's Higgs Boson. We will go that one away. There we go. 15 million ISK. Sniper Quiz stream giveaway. Okay. There we go. That's that prize. That's that prize. 20th place went to Martin Luther King. We know that you did your IGN, so thank you very much. We'll copy your name. That's a lifelong name to copy as well. I'm pretty sure you're the only one with that name. Yes, you are. Give money, 50 million-esque. Sniper Pro stream giveaway. 20th place on the marbles. Congratulations. Then popping it down to Kavlan GR. Kavlan GR. I'm just going to have a quick nosy up. Did you IGN? Kavlan GR. No, I don't think you did. Well, a few people did, but Kavlan GR you did not. Can I have your in-game name, Kavlan? You are the... You won the prize for well, you didn't finish 30th, but you won the 30th prize. We'll move on to Azza69 and sort out your contract, and then we'll come back to Kavlan in a second. Azza69 is Azza69. It's nice and easy. Contract is up for Azza. Bring it up. You've won yourself a Master at Arms Cerebral Accelerator. Basically courtesy of the Latra. Because you can use my buddy code 10 times. So I got 40 Master Arms Cerebral Accelerators to give away. That's a lot of Cerebral Accelerators. Okay, that one is yours. For those of you who haven't seen that, it lasts for a day, or 2 days if you've got Biology 5, and you get 10 points on all of your stats, which definitely helps speed up your queue for skills.
Adverts started for 90 seconds.
And yes, 2 days with the alchemy can come out. So you'd get what, 24, 48 hours to 4.8 hours. Yeah, so you get 2 days, 4.8 hours. Which isn't bad. Right, we need to Kavlan. Right. Kavlan GR. Exclamation mark IGN. Please. Hello, me. Yes, I'm here. Kavlan GR. We need your IGN, please. I'm going to give you 30 seconds.
Adverts have ended.
Adverts have ended. He's dead. Sorry, Kavlan. Right, we're going to roll it up to the next person on the list. I'm going to shove you over to the marble so as you can see what you are. Roll it up. Telemachus. Telemachus Volta. Can I have your IGN in chat for me, please? So I can give away your prize. There we go. Figured you'd be here, Telemachus. That's someone who knows that sometimes people don't claim their prize. Sniper Cruise stream giveaway. There we go. 50 million ISK richer for you. Right. That is it from me today. Got it. Awesome. We're going to slide that across to there. I'm going to save that wheel. I'm going to close and I'm going to save that wheel. And close both of those. Right. Got it. Cool. What am I doing? There you go. God, I can't even remember. I got completely screwed over. My brain just went off on a little wild tangent. That was very weird. Right. We have got to steer the raid. Fantastic. That makes it nice and easy for me to choose. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. Found him. Are we smelling toast? No. Not this time. I'm alright at the moment. Right. So, thank you very much, everybody, for being here. It has been great having you. It's been great to have the raid. First up, we need to go to the stream ending, don't we? So I can give you all of your... I can give you all the lovely shout-outs. Back bit on your laptop? No worries, Kaz. I got an individual wanting to set up a contract with me to sell them all exclusively. Sketchy or legit?
Ask me a question. Any question,
Sketchy.
I'll answer it.
Any question?
Yes.
How to break the speed of light? How to marry quantum mechanics and classical physics? Any question at all? Truly anything, and you will answer?
Yes.
Okay, here's my question. Would you like some toast?
Buffhead, thank you very much for the sub. Whilst follows Test Runs, Strike Delta, God Be Like, Cillian, Savoir Games, Halogen, Kavlan GR, Buffhead, Jester, Legame Egos, Karasor, Zolpiderms, Zocrato, The Nope Wrong, and Kayuga. Thank you very much for the follows. Mr. Rambo and Mr. Risty, thank you very much for the raids. You're very great, thank you. That's all kinds of you. Man Rambo, thank you very much for the hosts, and Stoffel and Zalatra, thank you very much for the clips. Very, very kind of you. Right, we shall be back again tomorrow. We'll do some combat sites out in Null tomorrow. So, until then, we'll have some bit of fun. Thank you, Joshua. We are raiding out to Bonda. No problems. But until then, please look after yourselves. Please take care. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Jasha. Thank you, Gorilla. Backing out tomorrow. Like I said, I stream every weekday, 21:30 Eve time to 1 a.m. So come on, come all. Come here, chill out, relax, maybe win some ISK. Yeah, we'll see. But until tomorrow, look after yourselves, guys, and I shall see you all again very soon. Fly safe.
We're gonna split these. Anybody who wants LP, I will be running another mission. I'm gonna send him back. Switch over here to Rage. Nope, that's not switching over to Rage. Sniper Chris. So